How you doing, everybody? What's going on with our local real estate market? That's the question I get asked all the time. I want to answer that question for you. In light of the headlines, there's a lot of volatility in the stock market. The interest rates have been fluctuating above 7%, below 7%. For just a minute there, we were close to 6%. And in the face of uncertainty, the real estate market tends to be affected. We're going to take a quick look at this snapshot first, and then we're going to go right into Tenafly. I'm going to give you some advice on what you can do if you are a potential buyer or seller. So Eastern Bergen County, as a snapshot, we are still in a very strong seller's market. We have median estimated values are just up. We have very little active homes, and our months of supply is on the low side, 1.7, 1.9, 2.14. Months of supply is such a great indicator of what is the balance between supply and demand, because it takes into consideration the trend at which we've been selling houses with the amount of product that is coming to the market. Anywhere below 4 months, and I'm looking here, you guys, at months of supply, anywhere below 4 months is a very, very, very strong seller's market. So let's now dive right into Tenafly. We are in a very, very strong seller's market. We have 1.71 months of supply. And yes, that is more than we had the month before, but that is still no inventory compared to the trend in which we were selling. And that trend is demand. Right? So we can only sell what comes to market. But when you put those two things together, you get this months of supply number, which is a very good indication that we are too few homes for too many buyers. Now, are those buyers stepping out? That is what everybody wants to know. And I am telling you that, yeah, there are some buyers who are pressing pause. There are some buyers who are pressing pause on their search. There are some buyers who are pressing pause or really putting a ceiling on what they're going to spend because they're reevaluating how much they have to spend based on maybe their stock portfolios. And yet, that is not going to take down the Tenafly market because we still have a lot of buyer demand. All right, so we have this sold to list price, which is slightly down month over month, but still above 100%. So that's the spread between what a house goes to market for and what it sells for, 101.7%. Let me just dive a little bit deeper into that. There are a good amount of houses that are strategically pricing below fair market value in order to drive those prices up. I'm seeing that more than I've seen it before for Tenafly, and I've been doing this market for 12 years. So what is the strategy that seller has? That is the question I'd be asking if I were a buyer. So do not necessarily look at the list price as the sale price per se. The list price could just be a start price. Hear me on that. The list price could just be a start price. So when you're looking at homes that are pending, and then you're using the pending as a means of discovering or identifying what you think the value of another house is, it's very hard to do that, you guys, if you're trying to do that with a house that hasn't closed yet. So make sure that you're having conversations with us specifically so we can tell you where that house is closing so that you can use that to help you identify perhaps like what you would list your house at, or what you would go in and bid on a house if you were buying a house here. You can see that the median days, this is just the median amount of days that the house is on the market, that is going up. And there's two reasons for that. The first reason is we have new constructions that are going on the market before they're done. So they're clocking a lot of days on the market, which is affecting the overall market. Excuse me. The other reason is, yeah, we do have some homes that are sitting a little bit longer. There are sellers that are ambitious and they're only sellers at a certain price. So they're going to be ambitious. They're going to go on the market. And if they have to wait a little bit longer to get their number, they might just wait a little bit longer to get their number. So you are seeing days on the market go up a little bit more. Now let's talk about the median sold price. I mean, month over month, the median sold price went down, but again, there's such little product that's closing for a town of our size that I wouldn't necessarily necessarily focus on like the month over month median sold price. I'd be focused more on this number, which is the estimated value and the 12-month change for the estimated value. Here's where it's at. You're buying a house not for 2 months, not for 3 months, not even for a year. You're most likely buying or you're selling a house you've been in for a long time, and you want to look at the big picture. And the big picture is we are increasing an estimated value at very, very high numbers, double-digit numbers. So we are absolutely outpacing most other states in the country, which is another reason why do not be listening to the national news talk about how inventory is rising and because they're talking most specifically about some states in the Sun Belt. They are not talking about you, Tenafly, us. They're not talking about us, because a 14.9 change percentage in median estimated value is a substantial value. And just for like your own edification, and I'm just gonna show you because I want you to see this, right? In 2008, look where I'm at here. In 2008, here's Tenafly, 2008, right? The median estimated home value was $638,000. Let's fast forward to here, where we are right now. And that is in March of 2025, and the median estimated home value is 1.332. But you can see basically what happened in March of 21. If you drew a trend line, a little bit of spikes, ups and downs, but essentially from 21, where we had $783,000 was the median estimated value, we essentially have just gone straight up. Okay, a little highs and lows, we've gone straight up, and that's been our trend line. So we have picked up so much value in that time frame. All right, you guys. So what can I tell you? As a seller, yes, when markets are uncertain, pricing becomes more critical. Pricing strategically, competitively, and being careful about making sure that you go on the market with a house that is prepped correctly, is marketed correctly, is very, very important. And then here's the thing, you all, if you're wrong about your price, just make an adjustment. There are enough buyers out there for you that making an adjustment doesn't mean you're losing. You're still going to win because you are still so far above where you were. But if you're aggressive and ambitious with your price and you do want to sell your house, yes, you may have to make an adjustment if the market is speaking to you. We have a lot more spring season ahead of us. We are just getting started. As a buyer, if you're a buyer in this market, I'm going to tell you this: go after the house that has some upside, you guys. Go after a house that is in a great location on a great piece of property that you could make your own, that will give you the upside over the long haul. That is my best advice. That's what I did with my house, and that is the advice I would give a family member all day long looking to buy in Tenafly. So thank you guys for watching. I'm Stacy Esser with the Stacy Esser Group. I'm happy to offer you a complimentary strategy session to go over your real estate needs, whether you're looking to sell right now or whether you're looking simply to talk about how to maximize your house right now to sell at a later point. No problem. I'm happy to do it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, I really appreciate it. Please like, subscribe, and comment if you're watching this on YouTube. Bye-bye.